Peace. What's the word, everybody? Give everybody a chance to tune on in and tap in with the kid before I start building on the subject matter for the day, man. We about to go in. It's another one of those topics, man. Another one of those topics. Probably gonna ruffle some feathers, man, but it is what it is. We ain't too much worried about it. We ain't too much worried about ruffling the feathers, man. That's how we get down, man. That's how we get down. We ain't afraid to ruffle feathers, man. So I'm going to give y'all a chance. Hopefully y'all got about an hour or so to build with the kid, chop it up with the kid, man, because I got a little time today. Got about an hour and some change, and we going to chop it up, man. We about to go in. I got to talk to the mothers out here, man. Talk to the mothers that's out here allowing their sons to be engaging in this feminine behavior, and they calling it cute and things of that nature, broadcasting it to the world like this is something funny, like this is something cute. It's not. You know what I'm saying? It's not, like we done already talked about. It's a war on manhood. So we gotta protect manhood. We gotta raise men out here. We cannot allow for these young sons to be engaging in feminine behavior, and we think that it's okay, and we highlighting it, broadcasting it, calling it cute for the whole world to see. Nah, it's not cute. It's not cute. And we got to stand up and we got to fight against that type of nonsense, because we know what the agenda is in regards to manhood, in regards to raising men and things of that nature. It's a war on manhood. They don't want you to stand up and be a proud man. They don't want you to stand up and be a strong black man at all. They don't want you to be that. They don't want you to do that. So anything they can do to destroy that type of power, they will do it. They will do it. And some of you mothers playing right into the agenda's hand, playing right into the enemy's hands. When y'all broadcasting this type of stuff, man, I see it all the time. Little son doing things that's obviously feminine, twerking, just doing all type of feminine behavior, engaging in all type of feminine behavior. And it's all on social media like it's cute. It's cute. This cute. Look at my son twerking. Look at my son dancing. Look at my son walking around in my clothes and my shoes, trying on my stuff, this, that, and the third. Nothing cute about that. We stop that. We don't broadcast that. We don't broadcast that. Back in my day, that was unacceptable. You're not about to walk around like that. Back in my day, when you did something, when you was a young boy and you engaged in some feminine behavior, they stopped that. You got popped. You got punished. We got to get back to that. Z, Justin, peace, what's happening? We got to get back to that. I don't care what time we in. I don't care if it's 2021. We need to get back to that. We need to get back to understanding that we have things that's feminine and we have things that's masculine. And the boys or the men, they do what's masculine, and the girls or the women, they do what's feminine. We got to get back to those roles. We got to stop playing. We got to stop playing out here. Now everybody act like they clueless when it comes to role. Well, what do you mean feminine behavior? Come on, man. 10, 15 years ago, y'all knew what I meant. 10, 15 years ago, somebody said a young boy was engaging in feminine behavior. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. So you fast forward 10, 15 years to the previous time, or to now, to the present. Now y'all want to act like y'all don't know what we mean by feminine behavior, masculine behavior. Y'all want to act like y'all don't know what roles are assigned for men, what roles are assigned for women. Now y'all want to act like this doesn't exist and roles don't exist. Now we want to act like that type of stuff don't exist. 10, 15 years ago, we all knew that it existed. So stop acting brand new out here. Y'all know what I mean. Y'all know the feminine type of activities that we talking about. Y'all know that it is certain things that are associated with women. And that it ain't a negative. It ain't a negative. I ain't saying there's certain things associated with a woman and that's negative if a dude is out here acting like a woman. No, listen. It's certain things that are assigned to the woman just for that, for the woman. We got to let the women have that. We got to let the women have the feminine behavior. We got to let them have that. That is what it's for. That's who it's for. It's not for us. So I'm not saying, oh, it's good or bad, something being feminine. No. When I'm talking about something being feminine, I mean it's assigned for a specific group of people. It's not assigned for us. It's not assigned for us to be acting a certain type of way. And that's the way we acting because we didn't let society spook us. Now we afraid to speak out in regards to what's masculine and what's feminine. We afraid. We cowards, man. We afraid. Percy, for sure. It wasn't none of that. I wasn't about to be walking around twerking at 10, 11. I wasn't about to be telling my people at 10 or 11 that I identify as a young girl and I'm changing my name to Erica. Man, nah, man, that ain't flying, man. That's not flying. I wasn't about to be able to do that. That wasn't about the fly in person. Appreciate the donation, by the way. But yeah, that wasn't gonna fly in my household, man. That wasn't gonna fly. Ain't no way. Look at that. Somebody weird calling the phone while I'm trying to stream. Come on now, messing up the stream. But that wasn't gonna fly. That wasn't gonna fly. Come on, man. What I look like, man? 10 years old, telling my peoples, look, I don't identify as this young boy. I identify as a young girl. I'm 10. I'm 12. Changing my name to Erica. And y'all gonna refer to me as such. Man, y'all better stop playing. Man, I'd have got a whooping or something. You ain't finna tell your people something like that, man. You not old enough to make that type of decision, man. That's a big decision. That's a big decision in your life. It's a big decision, man. My peoples had problems with me growing my hair out at that time. So what I look like making a decision like that? Come on, man. Stop playing. Stop playing. Peace, everybody that just peace, what's happening? Cheyenne, peace. Magic, peace. Justin, JF, Lindell, peace, peace. Shayna, what you say? Funny how most of these videos of these feminine young men and boys are from the U.S. Meanwhile, in China, young boys are learning hard math and martial arts. Shayna, most definitely. That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly. Exactly. That's only us that's doing that type of nonsense. Only us. Only us doing that type of nonsense. Man, there is nothing cute about that. There is nothing cute about that. And then, man, why we so quick? We trying to go viral so bad that we so quick to make, like, we putting our children on social media, making them stars before they even know what a social media is. Your kid all on social media, man. Everybody know your kid because you keep posting your kid on social media doing all type of stuff, man. Man, they don't, man, come on, man. Chill out. Chill out. You exposing them to this world quite early, ain't you? Every time they do something, you putting it on social media. Man, they just trying to be a child, man. You ain't got to broadcast and highlight everything that they do. Come on now. Ja, peace, what's happening? Brandon, peace, what's the word? Let me see what y'all, man. I'm gonna tap back into these comments, man. But I gotta get this type of stuff off my chest, man. Because like I said, man, at the end of the day, we gotta stand up. We just gotta be men, and we gotta start raising young men. And this goes for men, and this goes for women. We understand our roles, man. Again, there are certain things that you will encourage a young boy to do because that's what men do. That's what's masculine. It's certain things that you're gonna encourage a young woman to do, a young girl to do, because that's feminine. Because that's what women do. It's what we do. It's certain things that I can't understand because I'm not a woman. It's certain things a woman can't understand because she's not a man. That's just the way that the world is. You just can't understand something if you're not the man. If you're not a man, you can't understand certain things that comes with being a man. Just like I can't understand certain things that come with being a woman. And we got to start raising these young men and these young women according to that reality. We making everything out to be okay, and it is not. We gotta have some type of rules and regulations, some type of guidelines when it comes to raising these children. We can't tell them that anything goes. There's no holds barred like this. We can't be doing that. We can't be doing that. There are rules and regulations that must be set. We got a no holds barred curriculum out here, man. Anything goes when it comes to raising these children. We allowing these children to control us, run us. Like I said, my pop said he'd never let a child run a household. Now, that's the complete opposite. The children run a household. You just got to let these children do what they do. No, you don't. They under whose house, who's paying to keep the lights on? Who house is they under? Who rules they under? It's yours. It's yours. They can do what they want to do when they gone. If they don't like the rules when they get 18, 19, then they can make their move. They can do what they need to do. They can do what they need to do. Man, you can't allow these children to run a household, man. That is, come on now. That's not how this goes, man. It's not how it goes. We got to have rules and regulations. Everybody has rules and regulations. Everybody has rules and regulations, man. But this should be commonsensical, but it's not. Little boy playing with a doll. Back in the day, like, nah, you don't play with that. Nowadays, you say, nah, man, don't play with that doll. You getting crucified by the entire world. You better let that young boy play with that doll. Little boy trying to grab some lipstick and play with the lipstick. Back in the day, you getting your hand popped. No, you don't grab that. You don't play with that. Nowadays, you pop the hand of that child. Oh, no, you getting crucified. You let him play with that lipstick. You get crucified. That's the type of stuff you get crucified for in 2021, going into 2022. Things that back in the day that was the norm. You don't play with it. You don't play with that lipstick. You don't try on you don't try on a dress. Like, you don't walk around your mama's shoes. You don't play in your mama's clothing. You don't do that. Ain't nothing cute about that. Nothing cute about that. Come on now. What are we raising out here, man? What are we raising? What are we teaching people? Come on, man. What message are we sending to the youth out here? And wonder why they growing up confused, man. Wonder why they growing up confused, man. I don't care anything about the mainstream out here, man, and the stuff that they pushing and the backlash that you will receive when you speak out, man. Who cares about any of that? We already got backlash simply because of how we look. You know what I'm saying? We was born in this, man. We was born with the backlash due to how we look. So you might as well speak the truth to power and not be afraid to do it. You might as well not be afraid to speak the truth. We was already born. We was already born in opposition to this system, man. So we was already born in opposition to this system based off of how we look, based off of the color of the skin. Come on now. So you might as well stand for something. You might as well stand for something. And one thing we should stand for is understanding our roles, because again, it's teamwork, man. That's what makes the team flow smoothly. Everybody knowing roles. That young boy knowing that this is what young men do. That young girl knowing this is what young ladies do. I'm telling you, that's one of the keys to an efficient society. If you eliminate the roles, nobody knows what to do. Everybody's trying to do everything. Nobody knows any role. I'm gonna be a jack of all trades, master of none. So we have young boy, like, dudes ain't even mastering masculinity. They ain't even mastering masculinity. And then don't get me started on the other end with the femininity, man. So again, the roles have reversed. We got a lot of soft dudes and we got a lot of hard women. And that's going against nature. When you got a lot of soft dudes and hard women, that's not how nature intended it to be. So that's why a lot of our relationships, like, that's why we have the problem that we have in the black community. Soft men, hard women. That's not natural. Weak men, strong women. It's not natural. That's not natural. Feminine men, masculine women. That's not natural. That's not going according to nature. That's not how it's supposed to be. That's not how it's supposed to go. So when you have it, guess what? Destruction. When you go against nature, just look at it on the macro level. When they out here trying to manipulate the weather and control the weather, what happens? Nature eventually responds, and it ends up destroying a lot of people. That's what happens on a micro level when we continue to go against nature. And that's what we doing. Got the weak men and you got strong women. It's not how that's supposed to be. That's not how that's supposed to be. You got the woman trying to hold down and do everything while the man just sitting around. He's nurturing and doing all that type of stuff. That's not how that's supposed to be. You done took the woman out of her natural role and then you say she got an attitude. Come on now, that's not making any sense. The woman is out of her natural element and role. Then you want to say she has an attitude problem because she's out of her natural role and element. She's out of her natural element, her natural role. Of course, she's going to have an attitude. She's having to do too much. And that goes against nature. Just like when they try to control and manipulate nature, nature responds. Destruction. So that's what happens. That's why it's called Mother Nature. She is symbolic to the earth. So look, when she's not moving according to her nature, we're going to have a natural disaster. That's the attitude that you're talking about. That's the attitude that you're talking about because she's not able to live how she's supposed to live as a woman. She's not able to embrace her femininity because you are feminine. You can't you can't. That's what they talk about. When they talk about the likes repelling and the unlikes attracting. Opposites attract. Like, you can't have feminine men and then a feminine woman. Like, no, somebody has to be strong in order for there to be an attraction there. Or else they're going to repel. So that's why we have a lot of repelling relationships. That's why we have a lot of repelling relationships, man, because we're going against nature, man. We're going against nature. The woman wants to be feminine, but she can't because the dude is feminine. Come on now. We got to stop playing, man. We got to stop playing. We got to stop playing. Yeah, Shana, yeah, the genderless society. And we got to fight against that. I'm telling y'all, we got to fight against it. We cannot allow them to do this. Like, we literally got to fight again. We got to fight, man. We cannot allow them to create this genderless society because it's already here. I was about to say it's coming, but it's already here. We can't allow that. We got to, at every chance we get, we got to we got to redefine these roles, and we got to continue to push that. We got to continue to push that, man. We got to continue to push that because that's exactly what they are aiming towards. That's exactly what they already have put into motion, and they pushing it. The genderless society. No roles. No roles, no rules, no nothing. Just all chaos. Because nobody has any type of assignment. Nobody has any type of role. Nobody knows their position because it's positionless. Like, this is ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. You can't criticize it. You can't tell that mother that it ain't cute for her son to be on camera twerking. That's offensive. You need to let these children be what they want to be. Woo, 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 all that type of stuff. Ain't nothing offensive about that. Ain't nothing offensive about that, man. Don't put your son twerking. That's punishment. That's punishment, man. We are allowing these children to grow up too fast. And I'm gonna give you the jewel. Even back in the day, and this ain't even like even back in the day when you had young girls when they used to try to go into they mother's room and steal her makeup at a young age, put her makeup on at a young age. They used to get accused of being what? Fast. They used to get punished for that. But now we are allowing these young boys to identify as women. We are allowing these young boys to be twerking on camera. We allowing them to do all that. But back in the day when a young girl would be doing something that's feminine, we punish her and say she's fast. But we allowing these young boys to do all this type of nonsense on the camera and call it cute. But when your 10-year-old daughter was trying to play in your makeup back in the day, boom, she got popped and told she was moving too fast or she too fast. Come on now, make that make any type of sense. Come on, man, make that make any type of sense. Back in the day, man, you got punished for trying to grow up too fast as a child, man. But we cool with them twerking. We cool with them trying on women's clothes. We cool with them doing all that. We cool with them identifying as the opposite gender and all that type of stuff. We cool with that. That ain't growing up too fast. That don't deserve punishment. We got to accept that. Come on, man. Stop playing. Stop playing with me. We ain't got to accept that. We ain't got to accept that. We ain't got to accept that curtain. That's what I'm talking about. It's sad that now we got to redefine what it means to be masculine and manhood and femininity and womanhood. It's sad. Because now when you start using those terms, everybody like, what do you mean? What do you mean this is what a man's supposed to do? What do you mean this is for women? What do you mean? Instead of us looking at it in a positive light, we get offended. What you mean only women do this? What you mean only men do this? That's not offensive. When I say this is what a man does, you should feel good about that because that is releasing the burden. You not if I say this is what a man's supposed to do, I'm telling you, I'm taking care of that. You don't have to worry about that. You worry about the things that a woman is in control of. That's roles. That's teamwork. But no, everybody wants to do everything. Everybody wants to do everything. What you mean this only for a man? Man can do it. I'm doing it too. So now we doing the same exact thing while we neglecting this over here. When we could just separate. I'm going to do this, you do that. Then we come back in the middle. Everything's done. Now you want to be on my side. Now it's taking us that much longer to reach the goal. Because you want to be on my side instead of us separating, knocking two birds out with one stone. You want to be over here because you just want to prove a point that you can do what I can do. That's stupid. That is stupid. Come on, man. That's stupid. I'll go handle these duties over here. You handle these duties over there. Then boom, we come back in the middle. Everything done on both sides. Everything done on both sides. That makes way more sense. That makes way more sense. We making this thing complicated with this whole genderless garbage. It is complete garbage. It is complete garbage. And I'm standing on that, and I will take that to the grave. That is complete garbage. Complete garbage. If you think roles are creating a problem, if you think me separating it and saying masculinity and femininity is a problem, you are the problem. You are the problem. You ain't understanding teamwork. You ain't understanding it. So when you get in your feelings about somebody saying this is what young men do and this is what young women do, you are the problem if you don't understand that. Because that's teamwork. That's teamwork. That creates an efficient society. So we not playing around, man. We not playing around, man. It's things that we got to start teaching these young men, and it's things that we got to start teaching these young women. And we got to stop caring about how the public gonna perceive all of that. Because I already know what it is. We be in fear. Those of us that stand on these certain truths, a lot of times we be afraid to say something on certain platforms because we afraid of the backlash. We afraid of them people coming after us. Nah, because they not afraid to voice their opinion. They not afraid to tell you what offends them. They not afraid to do all this hooping and hollering on social media. So why should we? We got to start attacking them like they attack us. When you say something about that community, guess what? You getting banned, shut down. So we got to start doing the same thing to them. We got to band together collectively. We got to band together collectively. When they start saying things that offend us, we need to come and attack. We need to ban. Nah, we ain't gonna lie. Oh, y'all, you part of that crew, you ain't finna be able to perform at a venue that I control. We gotta start doing things like that. That's how they move. That's how we need to move. That's how we move. You get on social media and you pushing this genderless society, we all need to be on attack mode. We need to find that post. We need to all get on that post just like when they find a post and they get all on it. Start teaming up on people. We need to do that. That's how we need to move. Stop playing, man. They about to stop playing with us. We ain't getting manhood is here to stay. Womanhood is here to stay. Come on now. I know y'all women. Listen, I know y'all women. Y'all posting y'all son around here twerking. I know y'all women would not want a grown man around you twerking. I know y'all wouldn't want to date no man twerking, shaking his behind all on camera. Y'all wouldn't want to talk to that. Y'all don't want that. What type of man is that? What type of woman, man? Please let me know. If there's any queens on this chat right now, please let me know what woman want they man out here twerking. Twerking better than they do. Nah, nobody want that. Come on, man. Stop playing. Stop playing, man. I know y'all don't want that. I know y'all ain't want that. So stop showing your son doing that. Stop showing your son doing that because you don't want that in the man. So stop showing that off like it's cute. Stop showing it off, man, like that's cute. Ain't nothing cute about that, man. Ain't nothing cute, nothing funny about that, man. That's something that we used to take serious back in the day. That is not funny. That's not cute. Come on, man. Justin, for sure, man. They got people that's backing them. So we need to start backing ourselves. Like at the end of the day, that's what we need to do. Back ourselves. Like that's where the power gonna come. Backing ourselves, man, in our own interest. Instead of looking for somebody else to back us, we gotta back ourselves. Like that's where we at nowadays, man. It ain't nobody that got our back. It ain't gonna be no politician. It ain't gonna be no group of powerful men. Like it's gotta be us. We gotta have our own backs. We gotta protect ourselves. That's what we have to do. That's what we have to do. We gotta do it. If we want to be protected, we gotta protect ourselves. We want our interests protected. We gotta do that ourselves. Love Pink. Appreciate the donation. You say we need our own media outlet that we own. I came in late, not sure if you made that point. A solution. Oh, for sure. I talked about that several times. We most definitely need that. Most definitely. Most definitely. Because at the end of the day, like I said, we don't control these platforms. So that's why I don't even care like if something happens. Like if I'm talking on YouTube, if I'm talking on any type of social media platform that I don't own, they flag me down, ban my channel. I can't even be mad. I can't even be mad. I will not be mad. I will not get upset. And that's why I done seen a lot of people that have similar messages be on these platforms and get upset when they start tampering with their money. It's like, dude, you don't own this platform and you knew that. And you knew what type of beast you was dealing with. We know who really owns these platforms. We know who owns these platforms, man. So we can't be surprised when they start banning us, deleting us, shutting us down, all that type of stuff, man. Like I said, the end goal is to always get people to gravitate towards something that we own and control. Like I said, I got websites, man. I'm in the process of just working on my joint and just getting more people to that. That's what I'm in the process of working on, man. I got the website. I just got to start getting people to it. and putting more content on that joint, man. But that's always the end goal, because again, they controlling all these media platforms. They control what we see, and when you control what the people see, you control the mind, you control the psyche of the people, and that's how they got us. They control what we see. Even on Facebook, you think you didn't filter through the BS on Facebook. You think you didn't chose your friends and all that type of nonsense. Facebook slick. They even suggest that you add people as friends. You may know such and such. Like even that is playing on your psychology. Even that is playing. They literally controlling who you add when they suggest that you know somebody, and you may add them off the strength of that. And whole while then now they hearing what you talking about while your phone is down, and then now next thing you know, you pop up and you see those ads, and you was just talking about it. Man, they always listening. They always tapped in. They always know. They always know. So when all this type of stuff hits the surface, it was intentional. It was intentional. When things go viral, somebody is behind that. See, we just be thinking things be going viral for the most part organically. No, it's a machine behind a lot of these things that go viral, and it goes viral for a reason. Come on now. Come on now. Things go like you be looking like, man, with the crate challenge? You always start asking yourself, man, where did this challenge come from? How many challenges have you seen and you literally was like, man, where did this come from and how did it become popular? It's hard to trace a lot of this stuff back to the origin. Literally. Literally, some of the stuff you be like, man, where did it come from? Like, who started this? Like, how did it become popular? I'm telling y'all, it's machines behind this type of stuff, man. Notice the things that be going viral, man. Just do the knowledge to the things that go viral. How many times do something that's really beneficial go viral for the most part? How many times, man? How many times? I'm talking about we done had mannequin challenge, crate challenges. I mean, people setting themselves on fire type. I done seen the dumbest challenges, the dumbest things go viral. How many times has something beneficial went viral in regards to like a challenge? I'm telling y'all, man. Come on and ask yourself, with most of these challenges, where did that come from? What was the origin? How did this spread like this? How did this grow? Like, what in the world, man? Who started this? Telling y'all, man. It's almost like when you riot, when they have protests and that protest starts off, it's a silent protest, and then now all of a sudden it became a riot. That's because they planted their people in there. They planted their people in there, and they people were the ones that started the riot, but then they blamed the people who were silently protesting. That's what be happening with the stuff going viral, man. That's what be happening, man. So when you out here with a certain type of message, or if you do something that's stupid that can just distract people and harm them in the process, they will allow that to hit the algorithm. And every so often, because they got to do this, every so often you may see something that's like conscious, that's like beneficial or intellectual, hit the surface and go viral. Every now and then you see that. Every now and then you see that. Because that pacifies us a little bit. And so every now and then something like that will go viral. Just to kind of shut us up. Like, all right, cool. That went viral. All right, we good. Now back to the distraction. Back to the garbage. Back to the nonsense. All these garbage challenges out here, man. All the type of health conditions that we face. The financial illiteracy in the community. And we got all these garbage challenges that go viral. All the work we need to do as a whole, as a people. And we got all these garbage challenges that go viral. Not the things we actually need to work on. Those challenges never go viral. But if I start standing on bookshelves and fall, that's going to go viral. Let me start walking on bookshelves, man, and it falls. And I fall. And I break my leg doing it. That's going to go viral. Come on, man. It's the world we live in, man. It's the world we live in. Oh, magic. That's what I told people. People was getting on me. People was getting on me when I talked about the crate challenge. And I'm telling, man, people didn't got killed doing it. Because I knew this was going to happen. It's going to happen. I knew it. People was already harming themselves. Now people getting killed doing it. Come on, man. Come on. Oh, Kurt, 100%. 100%. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all, anybody that's tapping in right now know how I deal with the politics. I didn't care for Obama, and I still don't care for Obama. Obama was nothing but a mascot and puppet, just like all the rest of the presidents. So I'm not even gonna fully hold him responsible for it because he was only doing what they instructed him to do. So it really wasn't Obama that did it. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to use Obama to do it. Because Obama, when you look at Obama, man, Obama has the magnetism. So he's able to do things like that. He's able to put policies in place like that, and people not gonna criticize him, especially black people, because we like Obama. So they like, all right, we can put Obama in here, and we could do a lot of things that don't benefit the black community, and they not gonna care because they like Obama, his personality. And that's what they did. Soon as Obama got in office, they started bombing African countries and things like that. Out the gate, started killing black people, original people. Out the gate. Soon as Obama, boom, we bombing countries in Africa. Soon as Obama in this joint. Soon as Obama was in that joint. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's tear Africa up real quick. There we go. We ain't pay attention to that though, man. Black people was just happy Obama got selected because he was black. Nothing more, nothing less. Nothing more, nothing less. I ain't care anything about Obama. I wasn't hooping and hollering because Obama became president. I wasn't all excited. I ain't care nothing about that. I still don't. Ain't nothing but a mascot, nothing but a puppet, just like all the rest of them. And that's why they semi had a problem with Trump, even though they selected him. But it was hard for them to make Trump out to be a puppet, so they had to go ahead and get rid of the kid. Like, man, Trump ain't listening. He's not doing what we really need him to do. You know? Trump was getting us a little too riled up, and they don't like that. See, Trump was getting us a little too riled up. They was like, hold on, like they might do something. They might go a little crazy with Trump in his office. You know what I'm saying? We didn't got him riled up. Nah, that ain't cool. We don't want that. We got to select somebody else. We got to select somebody else. And you got old Joe now. All right, now they calm down. They not going to go too hard on old Joe. That's literally why they did what they did, man. Come on, man. We know the game. We not sleep out here. We are fully awakened. We know the game. We know what they doing, and we know why they doing what they doing, man. So that's why we not playing no games. Anais for sure. That's why we not playing any games 100%. We done playing games with them, man. We done play. We done been talking about how having to do for self. You know what I'm saying? Create our own everything. Now it's time to do it. The time is always now. We about to stop playing with them. We about to get on these platforms. We about to speak the truth, and we don't care who gets offended by the truth. If my mama get offended by what I'm saying, I don't care. If my pops get offended by what I'm saying, I don't care. If my cousin get offended by what I'm saying, I don't care. I don't care who gets offended. I don't care who gets offended by the truth. If I offend enough people, then that means what I'm saying it's resonating and it's true. If I offend enough people, if the masses get offended, then that means some truth to what I'm saying because everybody got in their feelings. That's what I'm, man. I remember that book phone challenge. I did that. I did a similar challenge like that, man. When we was pulling out, instead of pulling out guns, like you know how people pull out the guns, boom, we was pulling out the books the same way. We did that way back in the day. You ain't see nothing like that pop off though. You ain't see nothing like that pop off. You ain't see nothing. You ain't see anything along those lines pop off, man. So we got to start creating our own viral community. You know what I'm saying? We got to start creating our own viral community. Like, that's what we got to do, man. People be asking, what's the solution? We got to create our own viral community. Anytime you come across content that's uplifting, that's positive, share that joint. Share that joint. That's what you got to just share that joint. You got to share it, Craig. I'm already knowing. At the end of the day, man, it is what it is. Many are called, few are chosen. Got to understand, you got to accept your reality at some point. You are one of the ones that were chosen. You come across this information, you come across this knowledge, man. You come across this insight for a reason. You ain't coming across it to sit on it. If you sit on this information that you come across, you're going to end up depressed. You're going to end up self-destructing. You're going to end up going crazy. And that's a fact. So when you come across this information that's empowering, I'm talking about the truth. When you coming across the truth, you've got to spread the truth. Because if you sit on it, man, I'm telling you, it's going to drive you crazy. It's going to literally drive you crazy, man. You have got to get the truth out there. That's the reason why you come across it. Not to sit on it and drive yourself crazy and end up self-destructing. That's not why you coming across the truth. It's not. That's not. William, Rage Against the Machine for sure. We got to spread the truth, man. We can no longer remain silent. And that's one thing I'm always wrestling with, man. Just trying to, sometimes just watering it down just so you can, but forget all of that. We ain't got to trick no, speak the truth, man. Speak the truth. However you get, speak that truth. Speak that truth. What they say, the truth shall set you free. See, people don't understand what freedom is. Like, that's mental freedom. When you tell the truth, you free mentally. You good. You good, man. When you lie, man, that's on the conscience, man. When you tell the truth, you really don't care what happens to you at that point, because at the end of the day, you like, I told the truth. You ain't worried about it. I told the truth. I told the truth. I'm good. I'm free. I'm liberated because I told the truth. You can tell the difference between a person that's living his truth or living her truth opposed to the person that's living a lie. You can tell the difference. It's a whole different. It's a big difference. It's night and day in regards to their demeanor and how they carry themselves. You can tell a person that's living out their truth versus the person that's living out that lie. You can tell a person. You can tell a person that's doing that, man, he's satisfied with life, man. They good because they living out their truth. They living out their purpose opposed to this other person. They living out the lie. They depressed, man. They just sad. They so negative, man. They so toxic. Come on, man. Live out your truth. Live it out. Live it out. Speak truth to power, man. We gotta always speak the truth, man. And that's part of being a man. See, that's what I'm saying. When people say, when I talk about man being equivalent to mind, Maurice, peace, what's happening? When I say that, I feel like that's our responsibility. When you look at our great leaders, when you look at Malcolm X and these men, like, we got to start as men speaking out a lot more. Not being afraid of this system a lot more. We got to stop being cowards, man. A lot of times you see these sisters willing to stand up, bang on the beast, but the brothers are looking soft. We got to stand up. We got to fight more. We got to speak the truth more. That's what we got to do. That's what we got to do. We got to do more speaking that truth. We got to do more of banging on the beast, banging on this system. We got to do more of that. We got to do more soldiering up out here, man. We got to make more sacrifices, man, so we can be self-sufficient, so we can build. That's what we got to do. Oh, Percy, for sure. For sure. And they know that. That's why they pray on it. Appreciate the donation, by the way. But that's why they pray on it. That's why they pray on it. We would rather be entertained than educated. And the problem is we have separated entertainment and education. So now we look at them as two totally different things, like you cannot be educated and entertained. To me, education is entertainment. But we have separated the two. So you are either being educated or you are being entertained. We have separated the two, and that has caused a problem. That has caused a problem. We have made it a difference between being entertained and educated. Like the two cannot coincide. Like you cannot be educated and entertained. They are two totally separate, two totally different things. That's how we have made it out to be. And that's incorrect. That is very incorrect. But that's what we have done. We have separated entertainment and education. We've made one out to be good, one out to be bad. Education is boring. Entertainment is exciting. That's what we have done. So if you want to educate someone, you have to entertain them. That's what we have done. That's literally what we have done as a society, man, and that's sick. That's sick. Education is exciting. Education is exciting, man. Education is entertaining. We got to start what they say, man. We got to make education cool again. Like, that's what we got to do. We got to make education cool again. That's literally what we have to do. That's why I'm always on this joint. Like, that's why I'm always striving to go hard. Because we got to make this stuff cool again. And we got to be consistent. We got to be persistent. All of that. Relentless. We got to be all of that. Because they relentless when it comes to the toxicity. Every time you look up, it's some destruction being highlighted, being promoted, being advertised. Every time you look up right now. You can exit this video, go to your YouTube, and you probably going to see somebody going back and forth. Like, it's going to be something that's negative. And you like, man, I ain't even subscribed to some of this stuff. How am I seeing it? Why is it the first thing I'm seeing? Guarantee it. Guarantee it. Guarantee it. Nice, for sure, 100%. And I know plenty of sisters that feel the same way. I'm telling y'all, and I'm getting like my brothers. And hold on, Love Pink, appreciate it. Appreciate the donation. You say You say self-destruct, I feel it. Was in an area where I started working at a club and never knew the bias of skin color. Things got dark for a minute until I learned truth. Exactly. I've been there, done that. And that's how I know about the self-destruction, because I was living that reality. So I know the difference. When I was living a lie, when I was not living my truth, I was self-destructing, man. I was feeling terrible. I was feeling terrible. No matter how good I was eating, like I was feeling terrible because I was living a lie. When I made sacrifices and say, you know what, I'm going to live my truth, whole game changed, man. Just energy changed, health changed. Man, I was even getting sick and stuff like that, man. Just getting cold, like stuff that I normally wouldn't get and do. It was because, man, I was living a lie. Like, that affects your immune system. That affects your health. When you live in a lie, like, that wears you down. That weakens your immune system. That makes you sick. Ever since I started making this, ever since I made the sacrifice and I said, I'm gonna live my truth. Guess what, man? I ain't been sick since, I can't even remember the last time I was sick. Can't remember the last time, man, because I've been living my truth for a minute. That right there is important for your health. Living your truth, living your reality. Come on, man, stop playing. But back to what Anaya stated. There are a lot of sisters that have that perspective in regards to if you lead, they will follow. See, we get caught up in the narrative and we act like that doesn't exist. Like there aren't any sisters out here or women out here that are willing to follow or lead. See, the problem of it is too many of us have became soft. We don't want to lead. We don't want to lead. We don't want that. No. Don't follow me. I don't want to lead. All right, what you talking about? We don't want that. We don't want that on a conscious level, but subconsciously, since that's in our nature, we want it. So it's a conflict. So that's what the problem is. It's like on a conscious level, since we have been made weak by society, or they have influenced the weakness. Society has done that. Since they have influenced the weakness, it's like on a conscious level, we don't want you to follow us because we don't want to lead, but subconsciously, that goes against our natures. Like, so naturally, we actually do want you to follow us. So it's a conflict. That's why I say when you go against nature, it creates problems. But you have plenty of women that, given the right circumstances, they come across the right brother, the right man. They listen, I'm following what you say, it goes. Listen, and sometimes it's to a fault. I've seen plenty of sisters, they following the dude that's leading them down a path of destruction. Like, what are you doing? That ain't what we mean. But I'm telling y'all, we got, man, when a sister finds a brother that she loves, I'm saying this could be to a fault. They will follow his lead, even if they are leading them in a path of destruction. I've seen it. Y'all don't give these sisters enough credit. Like, I've seen that type of stuff, man. I've seen it. Like, yo, I get that you want him to lead, but he's not lead. Like, this ain't what we mean by leading. He's leading you in a path of destruction. Like, you might not want to follow him. You might not want to follow him. That's not what we mean by that. You don't want to blindly follow. Like, you want to say, all right, he's leading me, but he's leading me in a proper direction. Then that is when you say, okay, cool, I'll follow. But I've seen that to a fault. So I don't feel like they get enough credit for that, man. Oh, I feel like they don't get enough credit for that. I've seen plenty of women like trust a dude. I've seen plenty of them that do that, man. But it's the right dude, like, and that's the argument. You got to be the right brother. You got to be the right man for him. Notice I said right. I didn't say you got to be a good brother. I didn't say you have to be a nice brother. I didn't say none of that. I just said you have to be the right person for them. I ain't say good or bad. I just said the right. Key word here, right. I ain't say nothing about good. I ain't say nothing about nice. I said the right. The right person. Because we all need different things when it comes to spouses, partners, and all that type of stuff, man. We all need different things, man. So it's something, like they say, it's somebody for everybody out here. Like what I need in a woman may not be what the next man needs. But if you are a woman, you could be the nicest woman on the planet, but you just not supplying me with what I need as a man. The next man you come across, man, you probably everything that he needs and some, because he's different than me. So sometimes things just don't work out, but that's not to say that you are a bad person. And some people don't know how to differentiate that. You was like, man, I was nice. I was this, that, and the third. I did everything for her. It was something that she needed that you just did not provide. Y'all just did not work out. It may not have anything to do with you being a good person, being a nice person. It's just certain things that she needed emotionally, psychologically, physically, whatever it is that she feels that she needs that you just was not able to provide. Doesn't make you a bad person, doesn't make her a bad person. We are all different in our requirements, man. Like I said, the difference between being prejudiced and racist, like we all have preferences. So we all have things that we gravitate towards. We all have things that we rock with and fool with. That's life, man. We all have these preferences, man. And y'all will be lying if you say you didn't. Be lying if you say you don't prefer for your person to move a certain type of way, act a certain type of way, be a certain type of way. Like we all have preferences, man. That's just what it is. Now, sometimes the preferences can be, or the expectations could be a lot, like very unrealistic, but we all have them. We all have them. So what I need from someone may be totally different than what the next man needs, man. That's just what it is at the end of the day, and we got to learn that, man. So if you come in somebody's life, man, and you do everything was right and exact to you, that don't necessarily mean it's right and exact, or it was right and exact for them. So we got to understand that, man. You may be showing love in a way that's comfortable to you. So you may think that you showed them all the love, but that was how you wanted to show the love, not how they actually needed it. So you get mad at the person. Like, oh, man, I was giving you all this love. I was giving you all this loving. No, you was giving it the way you wanted to supply it, not the way that I needed it. That's the difference. So we got to start understanding these things, man. We really got to start understanding these things, man. I think a lot of things will move smoothly once we do understand that. Love Pink, you say, so what do you suggest to get them out of that situation? Man, I done been going so hard, I almost forgot the situation. But if you're talking about the situation where I see the women being blind to a fault in regards to following the man down the path of destruction, like you just, at the end of the day, you got to snap out that reality, man. You just got to snap out that reality. You got to stop ignoring red flags. So that's why I tell everybody, keep the head on the swivel. Keep your head on the swivel, man. Never let your guard down. We too quick to let our guards down. Always keep your head on the swivel. If they keep repeatedly doing things that not making sense to you, you gotta pay attention to that. Pay attention to detail. Be observant. A lot of times the red flags right in your face. They committed the same error and mistake multiple times. You kept giving them chances. So you gotta have, listen, that's why I talk about rules and regulations. You gotta have certain things that you just will not tolerate. Forget all the 3 strikes. You got to have certain things in your mind that you will not tolerate. And if they violate that, then you have got to make a decision right then and there. And if you got certain things that you won't tolerate and they violate you, and those things that you let them know up front, I won't take X, Y, and Z, and they violate you in one of those areas, and you decide to take them back, everything that happens after that is now on you. Because you told them you're not going to tolerate this. They violated you. You accepted them back. Now everything that happens after that acceptance is now on you. Love Pink, if a kid involved, same thing. Because a lot of times we'll try to do a few things. We'll try to stick together in a toxic situation. Like we don't even need to be together, but we try to stick together for the sake of the child. And sometimes that's way worse than if we just separated and we had peace with the separation. So a lot of times you have troubled people trying to stick together for the sake of the child, creating a very hostile environment, opposed to them just separating and being at peace individually. Sometimes that's just a better move. Sometimes that's just a better move. I'd rather you separate, be peaceful, or be at peace individually, opposed to trying to stay together in a hostile environment, creating a hostile environment for the child. It's going to backfire every time. I've seen that too many times where people try and stick it out, stay together for the sake of the children, and it ends up blowing up right in front of their face and is more harmful for the kids. So just go ahead and do what you got to do. If y'all wasn't meant to be together, man, but y'all brought life into existence, it is what it is, man. We got to figure out a way to co-parent, and we just got to go our separate ways. I'm telling you, your sanity, your mental health, like you need that in order to raise that child properly. So if y'all try to stick together and y'all constantly fighting and the environment is real hostile, it's not going to end well. It's not going to end well for you. It's not going to end well for the children. It's not going to end well for the kid. It's just not going to end well. So it's best to go separate ways and then just try to figure it out from there. Like, all right, we finna go our separate ways. We got this kid. How do we want to do this co-parenting thing? But we can't be together. We have established this. We just can't be together. It's not gonna work. It ain't gonna work. If it is not gonna work, last thing you want to try to do is force it. Because the only thing that's met with force is resistance. You don't want that. You don't want that. Torenzo, peace, peace, Akuma, peace, what's happening? So you don't want that resistance, man. You do not want it. Go ahead, go y'all separate ways. Come to that mutual understanding. It's not gonna work. Yo, we all right, it ain't gonna work. We got this kid, we got these children. Boom. We gonna have to figure something out. But we just can't be together because it's not gonna end well for the children that's involved. It's just not, it never ends well. Oh, Love Pink, you did your duty. Listen, once you drop the jewels and offer your advice and your wisdom, you've done your role. You've done your role. You've given her the information. What they say, lead to the lake, but you can't make them fit. You can't make them catch that fish, man. You can lead them to the lake though. You can lead them to that lake. You can lead them to that lake. That's what you have done. Now she's making decisions on her own accord. You can't feel bad about that. You can't feel bad about that. That's a whole other person that you can't control. You have given her information. You have given her suggestions, advice, guidance, whatever you want to call it. You have given her that. You have supplied her with that. You can't control what she does with it. So you've done your role. You've done your duty. Ain't nothing to feel bad about. You done what you needed to do. So you keep moving. Keep moving. You can't even worry about it. You can't even worry about it. Love Pink, I already know. I've been there, done that. I watch family members that then raised me continue to dig their own grave by the food choices that they making that I told them not to make. I'll let that go though. I'll let that go. However it ends for you is how it's gonna end. I'll let you know that this is killing you. You continue to consume it. Whatever. I ain't finna stress over it. I'm not even finna stress over it. You making that decision, man. I've given you the information. I've done my part. You choosing not to implement the information is on you. You want to keep digging your own grave? God allow you to do that. I got to focus on myself. I got to focus on my health. I got to focus on my sanity. I'm good. I'm rolling. I ain't worried about all that. Because when you worry about that, you end up harming yourself, weakening your immune system, killing yourself. We ain't got time for that. We try to live. William, there we go. There we go. Amicably, man. Like that's how it's gotta end, man. That's how it gotta end. That's how it gotta end. Yeah, Kuma, man. I'm saying, man, at the end of the day, gotta let it go. Gotta let it go. It is what it is. I mean, hey, it sounds harsh, but man, y'all, we can't control what other people do. We can't control how other people live. We can't control what other people think. Literally can't. We want to, but we can't. We got enough issues controlling ourselves, so we got to focus on that. We got to focus on mastering oneself. You know what I'm saying? We try to focus on, like, man, we got to let them be. When you give them the information that you deem as helpful, and they like, all right, cool, I hear you, but I ain't going to implement nothing. We just got to allow them to do that. That's how I move, man. I care is nothing about. Once I give you, and now I'm at a point now where I don't even volunteer much information to people. If you didn't ask for it, I may not volunteer anything for you. Now, if you ask me, I got something for you. But I'm at the point now I ain't even volunteering information. I see you doing something that's harmful. You got to reach out to me and ask me. Because I'm tired of supplying people with information, man, that is beneficial. Just going out of my way. Going out of my way offering advice and suggestions to people not willing to listen. Now, you got to come ask me, and I still may be hesitant. What they say, my people perish from a lack of knowledge and things like that. I don't even feel like that's true because the knowledge is out here. The knowledge is infinite. People always say people perish from a lack of wisdom, which is putting the knowledge into motion. So that's what people perish from. They don't perish from a lack of knowledge because most of the time they have the knowledge. You know you're not supposed to be eating that. You know you should leave that toxic situation. So they have the knowledge. So people ain't perishing from a lack of knowledge because they be knowing. They perish from a lack of wisdom and understanding, which means putting that knowledge into motion. That's what people perish from. They not putting what's told to them into motion. Put it into motion. When these people go through these situations, man, they already knew that they weren't supposed to do what it is that they was doing. They knew that. That's the knowledge. They have it. They're not perishing from that. They perishing from the lack of putting it into motion. That is what essentially killed them. That is what essentially led to the bad situation. I love Pink, man. You gotta let raw. That's what I'm saying. I'm done with him. I don't get no. Listen, if you what they call it, unsolicited advice. Listen, if you didn't ask me, I'm not telling you. I'm just not doing it. I'm stingy with some of the advice, man. There's plenty of people that's willing to listen to what it is I have to say. If I know you're not one of them ones, I ain't wasting my time. I ain't wasting my time. Nice for sure, 100%. Keep it shut. Keep it shut. Yeah, man, that's one. People judge you for striving to help them. Just think of how, like, you know what I'm saying? That's like a contradiction. You judging me for trying to help you. Make that make any sense? You try to judge me because I'm trying to tell you or show you a healthier way to live and eat. Now you judging me. What? You coming at me. Like, you mad at me because I said, hey, you need to do this. Like, you got diabetes. This will help you reverse the diabetes. You mad at me. Man, I ain't got time for that type of energy. That don't even make any sense. I'm telling you, I'm giving you books. I'm giving you a guideline. I'm giving you things that's helpful to reversing a condition that's killing you, and you mad at me. Nope. Who has time for that? I don't. Hey, Joe, so blessed. There we go. Hey, welcome to the crew, the vegan crew. Welcome. Welcome. I got a few clients I had today talking about transitioning over. And again, I could be on this joint forcing everybody to go vegan, at least trying to. Nope. Only the people that inquire about it, that's who I talk to. Like, if you got questions about going vegan, that's when I talk about it. Y'all don't hear me boasting about being a vegan, but that's what they want y'all to think, that's out here, that we out here just knocking people over the head trying to make them. I ain't doing all that. You got questions, I got some answers. Yeah, the ignorance is, like I said, the ignorance is common. But again, like I said, most of the people, they had a knowledge. You know what I'm saying? They just ain't putting stuff into motion. Not putting it in motion. Put what you learn. I'm telling you, life could be a lot more simpler for people if, as soon as you came across this information, you start putting things into motion. When you come across information that's not intended to harm you, that's there to help you, put it in motion instantly. Stop waiting. If somebody tells you, hey man, you suffering from this health condition, you might want to lay off the pork, and you eating pork, instantly implement that, man. How is that? Ain't gonna harm you. Somebody telling you to let go of a food that you know is bad already, let it go, man. Let it go. Just let it go. Don't even ask questions. Don't be like, man, I'll do it next week, I'll do it next month, because you never gonna do it. Just do it, man. Just do it. Stop playing, man. We gotta do these things. We gotta do these things, man. When you come across that information, implement it instantly. Because then, if that's what was the point of even coming across it, man? What was the point of reaching out to somebody, then they give you the jewels, and then you're not willing to listen and implement what it is that they told you and suggested? Oh, magic for sure. For sure. That's exactly what it is, man. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly the jewel. That's exactly the jewel. But like I said, I don't even waste time anymore. Like I said, I know who's receptive to the information. I know who's receptive to the knowledge. I ain't wasting time, man. Just like even in regards to this particular subject matter, man. This video, like, we know who's receptive to it. We gonna talk to them. We gonna talk to them. But y'all, man, with that being said, man, I'm about coming close to my hour, man. So I gotta make my runs, man. I gotta head up to this gym. We did some building, man. This is another good one, man. Like I said, I'm tapped in. I'm in vent mode. I'm ready to just go off, man, until we start really changing the system out here. Until we really start changing the system. Like, that's my purpose, man. We finna make moves, man. We finna really change the game. Forget really changing the system. We creating our own. Like, that's what we doing. Creating our own system. Creating our own way of life and our own culture. We done with them, man. We done with this system. We done with this nonsense, man. Creating our own culture, man. And if I got to be the spokesperson for some people, then so be it. Because I'm not afraid to speak what's on my mind. I ain't afraid to speak that truth. I don't care about any ramifications. I done been this way for a minute. So I might as well stick to it. I'm already on radars and lists. I know that for a fact. So they already on me. They already know. So I'm going to just keep it going. I'm going to go ahead and give them a show since they like to be entertained. So we going to keep it rolling. We going to do what we need to do, man. We about to start creating. We about to start doing for self a lot more. That's one of my objectives, man, to encourage people to do for self a lot more. We have got to be liberated, and we got to take matters back into our own hand. Stop depending on this system. Stop relying on this system. Stop fooling with this system. That's what we got to be on. That's what we need to be on. But with that being said, man, I got to make my moves, man. I got to prepare myself, head up to this gym, put this work in, get these clients a little tired, kill them, run through the ground. Y'all know how I do it, man. I appreciate all the donations, all the questions, all the comments, everything, man. I always appreciate y'all. It's always peace. But I'm out. Y'all enjoy the rest of this Friday. Peace.